Friends, and welcome back. Are you ready to learn how to draw a giraffe? All right, here we go. Please get one white piece of paper out of your folder that you were given and make it the long way. Put your paper in front of you on a table or on a hard surface on your lap. But you need to make the paper tall. Make it tall. So if you're working at your table, then your paper should be tall, just like this, okay? Make it tall in front of you. Now, I'm going to draw my giraffe up here, but whatever I do, you need to do. We've drawn before. All right, here we go. Let me move this up so you can see. All right, I'll move over. Okay, here we go. The first thing I want you to do is find the top of your paper. And at the top, I want you to put maybe your hand like that at the very top. And right here is where we're going to start drawing, right under those four fingers. So I'm going to go start there where your fingers were and go down about halfway. We're going to make a long neck. Just one line. Can you see that? Let me make it a little darker. There, can you see that? All right, now we're going to make a rounded, we're starting to make his body. So we're going to make a curved line like that. Okay, this is the beginning of his neck, and this is the bottom of his body. Now we're going to bring his body up, keep curving, and stop. Leave some space right here. Do you see that? I stopped. Okay. Now pull a straight line up. And we're finishing his neck. This line is going to be a little bit longer. You have that so far? So there's his neck, his long neck, and his body, but it's this way. His long neck and his body. Do you see that? I'll turn him this way. All right. Now pull your longer line towards your shorter line and connect them. Kind of looks like a musical note from Mr. Rob's class. Okay. Now we're going to make a small oval for the giraffe's head. So watch. We're going to start here and we're going to follow that line. And then we're going to bring it up and around. There's his head. Kind of like the side of his head. Okay. Are you good? All right. If you got lost, you can always stop and go back. Okay, right here, I'm going to make a rainbow line to the other side. All right. And then I'm going to make his little ears, and his ears, remember, we talked about how his ears were pointy. These are the ears. So we're going to make one ear here, up to a curved line and down. There's one ear. And then we're going to make the other ear here. Curved line, and then bring it down again. And inside those ears, we're going to make another shape just like that to show the insides. Okay? And then what does the giraffe have? Has two ears and two, what were those called? Do you remember? Ossicones. Yes, the two horns. So in between the ears, we're going to make ossicorns. So we're going to pull up a little line and a small oval and pull it back down. There's one ossicone. Up, around, and back down. There's two ossicones. See the ossicones in the ears? There they are. Okay. Next, we're going to add back here his tail. Okay? We're going to add his tail. So back here, we're going to make one line, a curved line going down. And then under that curved line, you're going to make another curved line. They're pretty skinny. And then at the end, it's kind of a hairy, like a little bushy design like that at the end of his tail. Oh my gosh, how is our giraffe going to walk? He needs 4 legs. So we're going to start here, and we're going to bring a line down. Pretty long legs. And over, a little line, and way back up to the body. There's one leg. Now we're going to make the other front leg. Leave a little bit of space. Go down. A small line to the right. And back up to the body. There's one leg, 2 legs. Now we need to skip some space because see how there's some space between those front legs and then his body and then the back legs. So we're going to skip some space, maybe two fingers worth. Go down, long line down, pull a short line over and back up to the body. And now we have 1, 2, 3 legs. How many more legs do we need for our giraffe? Yes, we need 1 more leg. Pull a straight line down, pull to the right, and pull your line back up to the body. All right, what do giraffes have on their feet? Yes, those are called hooves. So we're going to make little hooves. They're kind of like shoes. So I'm making little squares on the bottom of each leg. There are the hooves. Oh, guess what we forgot? We forgot to add some little eyes up here. Giraffes have eyes, don't they? To see, yes. And did you know that giraffes have long eyelashes? And those long eyelashes keep the sand out of their eyes. Long eyelashes. And in here we're going to put 2 lines. Those are nostrils. And his mouth is kind of down here. We'll give him a little mouth. There. Okay. Now, the giraffe also has a mane on its back like a horse, right? Do you see the mane on the back of the giraffe? So we're going to make a mane. So just make like a little curved line down like that. That's the mane. All right. And there's something very unique about the giraffe and about the giraffe's body covering. Yes, it has these unique patterns, doesn't it? Those patterns on a giraffe, there's no giraffe in the world that has the same pattern as another giraffe. And it's kind of like a person's fingerprints. People have fingerprints on their fingers that are unique only to them, just like the giraffe. So in here, starting up here on the face, you can make little designs. Every spot is different. So you need to make a pattern on the giraffe's neck, and his body, but there's not many on his belly, and the bottoms of his legs do not have spots. So do your spots on the body, probably not so much on the belly. And maybe not on the tail, but on the legs, but only halfway down. The bottoms of his legs are white. They don't really have a pattern. So the tops of the legs, but not the bottoms. Okay, we made a beautiful giraffe. Now we are going to label our giraffe just like we labeled, where is our giraffe back there? Just like we labeled our giraffe. Back there, oh, there he is. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Okay, remember, you can always push pause if you need more time to write the word. Please take your pencil. Let's start with the tail. Touch your tail with your pencil and pull a line out. Now we're going to write the word tail. We need to start close to the tail. Here we go. T-A-O. T. A. I hear the letter A. And I know that the A has an I next to it to make it say A. T. A. O. It ends with an O. Tail. Great. Now we're going to label leg. Touch the leg. Pull a line out. That's your baseline that you're going to write on. Leg. O, e, g. O, e. That's the sound that you throw out of your mouth. O, e, g. Leg. What is on the bottom of the leg? His foot. And what is that part called? The hoof. All right, the hoof. Take a line, touch your hoof, one of your hooves, and pull it out. And let's write hoof. Uh. And is O. Hoof. How many hooves does a giraffe have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we labeled tail, leg, and hoof. Let's label this part of the body because that's a really important part of the body to the giraffe. Touch the neck and pull a line out, and we are going to spell neck. Are you ready? K. First sound. That's one that you throw out. K. I know two right ways to write K. One is C and one is K. And at the end of a word, you use C and K if there's a short vowel before it. Neck. All right, what else do you see? Let's touch an eye. Now, I am going to touch this eye, and I'm going to pull this way. And the word I has a very strange spelling. It is E, Y, E. E-Y-E spells I, like the eye that you see with. Ear. This time I'm going to touch this ear and I'm going to pull my line to the left. And since I'm pulling my line to the left, I can't start by my ear. I need to come way over here so that I'm writing from left to right. Ear. E-er. E. And I know because I've been writing for a long time that EA says E in the word ear. And what do you hear at the end? E-er. Ear. All right, let's see. What are we missing? The ossicones. Remember the ossicones? There are two of them. They're also called horns, but I would love it if you remembered the name ossicone, because that's impressive when you know scientific words. So touch one of your ossicones and pull your line out. And we're going to write the word ossicone. It's pretty long, so make sure you're writing kind of small. Ossicone. Os. Ah is the first syllable. Ah. Os. Os. C. C is the next syllable. S. E. Another S. And an I says E in this word. Now we have A, C, cone. Oh, cone. K, O, N. K, O, N. Right now this says ossicon. How can I make that word say ossicone? How can I make that O say its name? Yes, I need a magic E for ossicone. And let's label one more part. We can label nostril or mouth. Let's label mouth. The mouth is a pretty important part of the giraffe because that's where his tongue is. And that tongue comes out and it gets those leaves off the tops of trees. So I'm going to take my line and pull a line out. Mine is kind of going down, and that's okay because when you're labeling parts, you can go in different directions. I'm going to write from left to right. So I'm going to go away from the body and start here. Ow. Ow. And ow is sometimes spelled O-U. Ow. Like at the end of Beth. T-H says mouth. Look what you did, friends. You labeled a mammal. You labeled a giraffe with all of its parts. Tomorrow, we will color our giraffe. Look at your work. Be proud of what you've accomplished today. That was a big work. All right, I will see you next time for the coloring of our giraffe.